Hey radio family, we've got a new way to win. Ace TJ Prime Rewards. Win great stuff like gift cards, Ace and TJ merch, concert tickets, and exclusive money can't buy experiences. Win it all with Ace TJ Prime Rewards. It's so easy. Download the Ace and TJ family app in your app store or at acetj.com/app and start winning with Ace TJ Prime Rewards. New winners every week. Fun and free. Get the app and play Ace TJ Prime Rewards. We always knew you were a winner. Now it's your chance to prove it. Get the app today.
If it's trending, it's here now. This is Now Trending with Riggins on the Ace and TJ Show.
Well, Debbie, you're causing problems. Tropical Storm Debbie just dumping rain all over the East Coast, specifically North and South Carolina. We're dealing with some of it today.
And on my head.
And on our heads.
Oh, man.
South Carolina is expected to get 25 inches of rain total by the time Debbie moves out. North Carolina is expected to get around 15. Same for Virginia as it makes its way up northward.
It is just pouring here.
Yeah, all through it, goes through North Carolina today into tomorrow morning when it makes Virginia, and then we'll continue up the East Coast all weekend long.
On the bright side, I think we're supposed to have a beautiful weekend.
Yeah, Saturday's supposed to be gorgeous. Yeah,
that's not helping a lot.
Gorgeous.
Oh, it's supposed to be gorgeous.
It's supposed to be gorgeous.
I think it is.
Gorge.
Yeah. But the biggest story today, Taylor Swift's Eras Tour concerts in Vienna, 3 days of them, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, have all been canceled because authorities there say they have foiled a terrorist plot. And Taylor has not commented on it publicly, but she's known to do these kind of things. When things get canceled, she puts out a heartfelt apology. But the fact that she hasn't said anything yet leads me to believe that this was really, really, really serious, and they canceled 3 days of it.
Yeah, it's two people. One of them is 19, and they raided his parents' home, and so they found everything you would need to make a bomb. And apparently that was the intention, that these two people were going to set off a bomb at the Taylor Swift show.
Crazy.
And so the Italian police have stopped them, and it just in the nick of time. That's great.
Well, Vienna, Austria.
Gesundheit.
Right. So scary. It's scary.
Oh,
though.
down under, huh?
Yeah. It's scary. I mean, it's happened there was that bombing at the Manchester Stadium, I think it was, during the Ariana Grande concert. A lot of people lost their lives. And you can tell Ariana Grande, still, years later, that has affected her permanently.
It has to.
And anytime she's asked about it, it breaks her up. So I would imagine this is super scary for Taylor.
Information about the would-be terrorists?
No, all that I've seen so far just says they were radicalized on the internet, and one of them is 19. I didn't see anything about the other person, but it said it was two people.
I wonder what they were radicalized by, though.
What do you mean?
Are they radicals against pop music, or are they radical? I mean, what?
Well, they're connected to ISIS.
Oh, they are?
Yeah, they're connected to ISIS.
Okay. I missed that part. I'm sorry.
Connected to ISIS, radicalizing their police raided their house where the woman living found chemicals and substances used to build a bomb. That's really all they said.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm sorry. I just missed the ISIS part.
It's scary. It is absolutely scary. And then the Olympic medal count, United States now in the lead over China. 94 medals total to China's 65, but 27 gold medals compared to China's 25. So, healthy lead.
The total medal count part is over.
Yeah.
They can't catch us. We've got that wrapped up.
Yeah.
It's the gold medal thing that counts now.
And those are what really counts.
Yeah.
So we want to win all of them. So those are just a few things that are now trending.
I watched a lot of Olympics yesterday. I love watching the hurdlers, the sprinters. They're just... But the thought process, these guys are running way faster than I could ever run, and they're running like half speed during the warm-up races, like looking over at each other. So it's like, wow, that's crazy. There is one place you should never, ever be if you're in a relationship or you are a parent. You should never be in this place or at this place alone. Next.
Live on your radio and anytime you want us, wherever you get podcasts. This is the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show.
When it comes to losing weight, sometimes you don't even know where to start. You know that it needs to happen, but you need some help. Well, you start by going to acetj.com/weight loss and ordering Calitrin. Calitrin is scientifically proven to help you lose weight, and it is not a drug. It is not a drug. Repeat that. So here's what you do. You go to acetj.com/Calitrin, order 3 months, and then you'll get 3 months free. 4 months, 4 months free. That's how it works with Calitrin.
Available when you want it, how you want it. This is the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show.
So a lot of stuff today from the Ace and TJ show. If you missed any of it, you can always download our show or stream it. Stream the podcast 24/7. The Ace and TJ app, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, available anywhere. Again, download it, stream it. It runs all the time. You can get it anywhere you want, 24/7. If you are in a relationship, I saw this the other day and I thought, well, that's an interesting point that never occurred to me because it's not something I would ever do. But a woman said that she was having coffee with a friend and saw the lock screen on her friend's phone. And it was a picture of her friend in this beautiful scenic area where she had just done this hike with her husband. She's married and has children. And she pointed out she was taken aback because no one with a husband or children should have just a picture of themselves on their lock screen. And I thought, well, there's an interesting point up for debate.
Yeah.
If you're single, she said,
most people don't. Yeah.
If you are single, it's okay to have a picture of yourself on your phone. If you are not single or you have children, that picture should include either or, both or one or the other, your husband or your kids.
Well, because what pictures do you put on your lock screen? You put a picture that gives you a happy thought every time you pick up your phone.
Yep.
And if your happiest thought that you captured and want to see all the time is you're being completely alone without a husband or children, then you're a terrible mom and wife.
They say it's totally fine if you're in the picture with them, but her theory is you should never have a picture of just yourself.
This is just for women, right? Because dudes shouldn't have pictures of themselves on their phone at all.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, it's more of a female thing, I believe.
Yeah.
Because I don't know a guy that has a picture of himself on his lock screen.
Have you ever, Ace?
Unless I was in it, like I had one, my entire family from Christmas for a while.
Hey, you.
Yeah, but like right now, my lock screen picture is a great picture of Amanda and Dax, and then my back, what do we call it? The home screen picture is a picture of me, Peyton, and Cade all together. So I am meticulous at making sure all three of my kids show up somewhere. I overthink it a little bit, but I make sure whoever's on one screen, the other ones get the other screen. That kind of thing.
Holy cow!
Yeah, I just want to make sure everybody's represented, so nobody can have their feelings hurt or anything. Like that. Yeah.
So, so this is a segment on bad moms and wives. What makes you a bad mom and a bad wife?
I didn't say that.
Ace, is that what you're saying?
I'm sharing with you a theory that this woman shared on the internet that I thought, well, that's an interesting thought, something to consider. Thus, I have shared with you.
But it makes sense why somebody would think that.
So,
but
the place you should never be is on your own lock screen by yourself. If you have a husband or if you have a significant other or kids, do with that information. Do with her thought what you will. It's not even information. Right? How well do we really know each other? Coming up next.
Live on your radio and anytime you want us, wherever you get podcasts. This is the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show.
our friend Richard Toccato of the Richard Toccato Companies is here, and you know you got a lot of pressure on you right now with the credit card debt. Let Richard help you. What are you going to do?
We're going to skip summer and make payments in the fall. How about that?
Nice.
And the best part about it is they're going to do that using the equity in your very own home. All you have to do is let Richard Toccato and the Richard Toccato Companies walk you through the process. It starts with one free 5-minute phone call, 704-800-4719, 704-800-4719, or online at homewithrichard.com.
Richard Toccato Companies, Equal Housing Opportunity, NMLS number 38652.
Don't just listen to the Ace and TJ Show. Watch it. Now available 24 hours a day on YouTube. Just search for Ace TJ TV. This is the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show.
Jennifer Lopez getting exposed. This is the kind of thing that happens all the time. We just don't know it. But I love this story. So one of the rumored reasons that Ben Affleck has tapped out of the marriage with Jennifer Lopez is because she's obsessed with the spotlight. So the story goes, Jennifer Lopez was spotted recently in an adorable dress. Adorable is the word they use in the story. Riding a bike to an ice cream shop called Candy Kitchen in the Hamptons. But apparently, allegedly, it was all a setup. Whitney Port. Remember that name, Riggins?
Sure.
Whitney Port from
Sure.
The Hills? Mm-hmm. She does a podcast with her husband. They were in the Hamptons.
I've heard it's great, by the way.
Yeah. On a recent episode that said they saw Jennifer Lopez set up the shot for the paparazzi. That not only that, but that she never even went into the ice cream shop.
Wait a minute. A celebrity called the paparazzi in the Hamptons to take pictures of her?
You know, she talks to the paparazzi down the street, and the paparazzi goes down the street, and then she rides up on the bike, and they take her picture, and she's standing outside, like, oh, waving, like, I'm going in to get some ice cream. And then when they finished filming, she's like, okay, see you guys later. And she just rode off.
Yeah. Look at this cute bike.
Yeah.
Yeah. Didn't Paris Hilton, is she the first one to admit that that's what they would do? Would call the paparazzi ahead of time? And
That's
say
the
it's
one I
illegal?
remember. That's the first one that I remember saying, yeah, we call them and tell them we're on the way, that kind of thing. But yeah, Whitney said, quote, that's her vibe. She's popped everywhere. Her continually looking hot in cute settings. That's what keeps the machine going, end quote.
Any more cliches?
Yeah.
Really? Cramming them in there.
So one of the things about the Ace and TJ show and doing this that is interesting is, you know, we share and so much with each other, with you all the time. It's interesting when you stop and think, do we really know a lot about each other? You say no, Riggins?
I don't think so.
You really don't think so?
No.
Okay. So this is kind of a fun little game. You know, how much do we really know? So we'll go through individual questions about show members, and we'll kind of guess, and everybody's got to kind of be honest to see if this works. Just kind of a sneak preview before we get into this at length. For example, TJ, do you think Riggins can name the actress who played Cher in Clueless?
Yes.
Riggins?
Can I? Yes, I can.
Who is it?
Alicia Silverstone?
I don't know the answer to that, so I don't
I'm assuming.
Oh my God.
Yeah, how are you going to verify?
Somebody's going to know.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's true.
It's not up to me to verify. I'm just asking the question.
Well, we have to know who got it right or not.
Well, y'all don't know?
Yeah, he said he wasn't sure, but he thought
This
it
is
was.
some game, Ace. It's like Jeopardy, but they don't have any of the answers.
It's Ken Jennings just going, yeah,
go,
that's close.
I guess.
Well, did anybody look it up and see?
That sounds right.
All right, we'll go with it then. He got it right. That's good.
Oh, great.
Well, y'all hassling me for it. I'm just asking a question. I thought it was a fun little game. Riggins, has TJ ever had a fake ID?
No.
Rob, do you agree or disagree with that?
I don't think he would.
I think he did have a fake ID at one time.
Yeah, so I wasn't old enough to perform in the comedy clubs in LA when I went. I was a few months away from turning 21.
Okay.
So I guess.
Right.
We'll have to look it up.
I say we don't have a way to verify that one, do we?
Is this going to be the whole game with y'all or what?
Who knows? Let's see the next question.
It was one question. I just don't know a lot about Clueless. I've seen it. I don't remember who Cher is. She was the main one, right? Then it was Alicia Silverstone.
Yeah.
Yes, that's right.
You're asking more questions than...
All right. I'll pick better questions next time here in a second. Hang on.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
Richard Toccato, the Richard Toccato Companies is here, and you know he's all about options. That's what you're always saying. I got options. What are the options?
The options are to get the equity out of your house at the most cost-effective way that's going to save you the most amount of money, paying off credit cards, home improvement, whatever you want to do.
And that's one of the reasons you would use the Richard Toccato Companies instead of a bank, because they give you so many options. And it all starts with one free 5-minute phone call, 704-800-4719, or online at homewithrichard.com.
Richard Toccato Companies, Equal Housing Opportunity, NMLS number 38652.
The Johnson Group has been cleaning some of Charlotte's most prestigious businesses since 1985. Family owned and operated. Learn more at acetj.com/clean. It's first class cleaning with the Johnson Group.
live each weekday on your radio, anytime you want, wherever you get podcasts. This is the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show.
Yeah, don't forget, if you miss any part of the show, you can always download it or stream it. The Ace and TJ app, Spotify, Apple Music, anywhere you do the podcast thing. It's available 24/7, so don't miss a minute. All right, so I've refined the questions a little bit. I think we'll do better with this game, finding how much we really know about each other. Okay, let's see. Can Rob name 3 characters from Saved by the Bell? Can Ted D. Rob name 3 characters from the TV show Saved by the Bell? TJ, what say you?
No.
Riggins?
Yes.
Rob, can you name 3 characters from Saved by the Bell?
AC Slater, Zach Morris, Screech.
Oh,
Well done.
Yeah.
Well done.
Let me go back to my answer. Hopefully not. No, I'm kidding.
Riggins, has Ted D. Rob ever urinated on the side of the road?
No.
All right. TJ, agree or disagree?
No, he hasn't.
Rob, have you ever urinated on the side of the road?
I have not.
You have not? Never in your life? Okay.
I vomited on the side of the road. That's different, though.
Yeah, I knew that.
That's
I knew
totally
he'd done
different.
that.
We're where you float on the side of the road. Okay.
But that was when you were walking out to your car.
The end of his driveway.
Meredith's like, not in the yard.
Okay. Rob, do you think Riggins would rather give up social media or television?
Social media.
He would rather give up social media.
I think so.
Okay. TJ, agree or disagree? Social media or television? Which one would Riggins rather give up?
Television.
Riggins, would you rather give up social media or television?
Television.
You'd rather give up television more than social media. I agree. Okay.
No, but TV is a different story.
True.
Right. Riggins, do you believe that TJ can name 6 states that begin with the letter M? 6 states that begin with the letter M.
Yes, because he's got that weird song that he does. He knows all the states, so I'm pretty sure he could do that.
Yeah, in
easily.
under 60 seconds,
Yeah,
you can sing
yeah.
that whole song.
Under 20 seconds.
Is that what it is, under 20
Yeah.
seconds? Okay. Yeah, I forgot about that little song that he sings, so
sure.
we'll move on to the next one. TJ, do you think that Riggins has ever bought drugs?
All right, smart Alec. You planted that one.
I just saw that. Okay, let's go with that. Ted D. Rob, do you think that Riggins is within 5 pounds of his driver's license? Is he within 5 pounds of the weight on his driver's license?
Didn't we have this a couple weeks ago? And I think I said he is not. Or no, he is because he just got it.
Okay.
Yeah. Did they put your weight on your line?
Yeah. I don't think
so.
they do that anymore.
Well, they do in South Carolina.
Okay.
Oh.
Well, are you within 5 pounds of the weight on the driver's license photo?
Yes.
Of the photo?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I just got it done.
Just got it as a recent photo. Okay. TJ, do you think that Rob knows his mother's cell phone number?
Yes.
Riggins, do you agree or disagree?
Yes.
Rob, do you know your mom's cell phone number?
Yeah, it's 1 digit away from mine.
I thought you were about to give the number.
that's
It's
right.
1 minute.
I was like, no.
704.
Riggins and Now Trending coming up next.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
Our friend Richard Toccato of the Richard Toccato Companies is here, and you know you got a lot of pressure on you right now with the credit card debt. Let Richard help you. What are you going to do?
We're going to skip summer and make payments in the fall. How about that?
Nice.
And the best part about it is they're going to do that using the equity in your very own home. All you have to do is let Richard Toccato and the Richard Toccato Companies walk you through the process. It starts with one free 5-minute phone call, 704-800-4719, 704-800-4719, or online at homewithrichard.com.
Richard Toccato Companies, Equal Housing Opportunity, NMLS number 38652.
Currents is Lake Norman's #1 lifestyle magazine. Every month, Currents brings you the latest news on what's happening in the Lake Norman area. They've been serving the Lake Norman community for over 13 years. See the latest issue of Currents now at lncurrents.com.
If it's trending, it's here now. This is Now Trending with Riggins on the Ace and TJ Show.
So rapper Nelly was arrested for possession of ecstasy.
Whoa.
Ecstasy.
You didn't see that one coming, did you?
I didn't realize that Nelly lived in 1993.
I honestly, ecstasy. I couldn't believe it. Just doesn't.
What makes you dance all night?
Ecstasy. Yeah. And then I was like, and he was in Missouri. And I was like, oh, wait, no, that actually makes sense. I was like, what was he doing in Missouri? I'm like, he's from St. Louis.
Yeah.
I just don't associate those two things with each other at all. But yeah, they said the incident occurred around 5 a.m. on Wednesday. So, which makes sense. If you, hypothetically, if you're doing ecstasy,
You're still up at 5.
you're still bouncing around at 4:45 a.m. He was doing it. Were found on his person. It's the way they said it. So if I was writing that police report, we found him in his pocket. We found 4 ecstasies in his pocket. But yeah, Nelly, he's in his 40s still, right? He's got to be in his mid 40s.
Oh,
and
yeah, absolutely.
Still doing ecstasy. I don't know. It just seems like maybe.
Yeah, Nelly's 49.
Yeah,
Almost 50.
He's closer to 50, yeah.
Doing it.
That'd be like me doing
Potentially.
ecstasy.
It'd
be like me getting pulled over after call y'all and go, hey guys, I got arrested. I had some ecstasy in my pocket.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing with ecstasy?
Isn't ecstasy and Molly pretty much the same thing?
Yeah.
You remember that trend?
Yeah.
Molly?
Ecstasy and Molly. I'm pretty sure it's just one and the same.
Okay. So again, millennials changing names, perfectly good names of stuff that already existed.
I get confused when we start getting down in the weeds of like MDMA, ecstasy, Molly. I never know which
Trank.
is which. Heroin,
So
drug talk.
MDMA and ecstasy are the same thing.
Okay. Yeah.
And Molly, it's pretty much all the same thing. I'm looking it up right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So hopefully Nelly gets out of no, don't get out of it. Whatever happens, I wish the best for Nelly. Is what I'm
You want
saying.
him to come through and be a
I
better
do.
person.
I like Nelly.
And
I like.
just want Nelly to stop. Well, we don't know that he's taking it, but just stop having ecstasy.
Yeah. Don't be carrying that around. And then some very serious news. 3 concerts in Vienna, Taylor Swift Eras Tour concerts, have been canceled after an alleged terrorist attack was foiled by the local authorities. Taylor Swift has not commented on it publicly, but they said this is going to be, in addition to just being a very scary incident, it's also going to have a massive effect on the local businesses in Vienna, because Taylor Swift brings a lot of money to your town when she shows up for an Eras Tour show. So it's going to affect some small businesses as well.
I mean, hundreds of millions of dollars gone over the course of 3 nights. That's terrible.
Devastating stuff. And then Tropical Storm Debbie is still the top trending topic as it makes its way up the East Coast. We are dealing with Tropical Storm Debbie here in our area today, dumping historic rainfall into the area. So very dangerous storm, so stay safe. And those are just a few things that are now trending.
Well, was it wearing high tops everywhere? Was it a mullet? What was it that makes you look back and say, oh, that was during my blank days? We'll find out coming up next.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
Well, here we are, another new year, and you're, again, going to try to lose that weight you've been needing to lose for a long time. Well, here's what you need. You need Calitrin to help, because Calitrin is not a drug. No, not at all. It is natural and effective. It's scientifically proven to help you lose weight and get better sleep. When you buy 3 months supply of Calitrin, you will get 3 months free right now, and consistency is the key with Calitrin. So order it today at acetj.com/weight loss. It's Calitrin.
Our friend Richard Toccato of the Richard Toccato Companies is here, and you got a lot of pressure on you right now with the credit card debt. Let Richard help you. What are you going to do?
We're going to skip summer and make payments in the fall. How about that?
Nice.
And the best part about it is they're going to do that using the equity in your very own home. All you have to do is let Richard Toccato and the Richard Toccato Companies walk you through the process. It starts with one free 5-minute phone call, 704-800-4719, 704-800-4719, or online at homewithrichard.com.
Richard Toccato Companies, Equal Housing Opportunity, NMLS number 38652.
Create an unforgettable experience with the Cabarrus Arena. Learn more at cabarrusarena.com. Weddings, banquets, shows, expos, they do it all at the Cabarrus Arena. Learn more at cabarrusarena.com.
This is the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show.
Make sure you download or stream the Ace and TJ Show and all of its offshoots and podcasts and stuff on the Ace and TJ app. Do that 24/7. Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you get that stuff, you know where to get it. Ace and TJ app is very cool. You get that to make sure. anytime I hear something or read something about, where they'll just throw in a comment about the Civil War, where they'll say it hasn't been this way since the Civil War, I automatically think of your sister, Ace, because she used to do. Her boyfriend at the time he and his family were into Civil War reenactments, and she would go and do that with them on the weekends and stuff, be a Civil War reenactor. And so I was thinking about that this morning, and I thought, okay, well, that was back in Piper's Civil War reenactment days.
Yeah. His name was Shane, and they were engaged, and she called off that wedding about 6 weeks before it happened. And we'd go to the Civil War reenactments on the weekend.
You know why she called it off? Because one weekend he had to play the part of a damn Yankee.
Oh, my God.
So we all have those, and I think pretty much everybody uses that expression. Oh, that was back in my, what did they call those?
My era?
No, that was back in my crimped hair days.
Oh. Yeah. That's a
You
long
know
time
that,
ago.
yeah. That was back in my crimped hair days, or that was back in my tequila days. People will say that. Like I was on a kick there for a while, drinking tequila all the time, and I did some crazy stuff.
I had the untied high tops days.
Oh yeah,
for several years, every pair of shoes that I wore, high tops, always untied. Mm-hmm. I would have called it bowling shirt days, but really everybody referred to it as my Bernie Mac shirt phase that I went through for a while. I thought that was pretty cool.
But I have more of these than the average person, I think, because I'm so quick to get into something and then just drop it and get into something else quickly. So, I had my excessive jewelry days.
Really?
Yeah, TJ had a pinky.
I had chains and rings and all kinds of stuff.
I would never have thought
that. That was back during my denim shirt days.
Yep.
I loved the denim shirt.
Oh, yeah. You had remember that short phase you had for a while, TJ? It was your dress up for work phase.
Oh,
you
yeah.
were wearing like a tie to work and everything. I was like, what the hell are you? What's going on? Yeah.
Yeah, I had those days. I also had, that was back in my softball days.
I had softball phases and it was awesome. I missed that.
So back in my softball days, it was just like from Saturday morning at 8:00 until Saturday night or Sunday morning at 2 if I was on a good team. Yeah. Playing every weekend, nonstop.
Was your wedding during your Looney Tunes days?
Yep, it was.
Cartoon phase. He was way into cartoons for a while.
Uh-huh.
Hey, I'm just realizing you're a tool. a lot of time.
Yeah.
Because they're things you hate now.
I dropped in and out of being a tool.
You did.
They're all things that he could.
A lot of jewelry.
Today.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
Hey, we're here once again with our friend Richard Toccato of the Richard Toccato Companies, and there are a lot of people in credit card debt right now. I mean, the credit card debt is hot. Now, Richard is the guy that could possibly be relieving you of that credit card heat.
That's right. Let's cool you off for summer. Ooh. No payments till fall and get rid of all the credit card debt. Ace, we paid off $67,000 with the extra equity that everybody is gaining in this market. Literally, she is saving $1,326 a month. If you have credit card debt, get rid of it. Take the pressure off.
This is a member of the radio family who is saving $1,326 a month, all using the equity within her home, all because she called 704-800-4719 and let Richard show her how it works. Or you can also go to homewithrichard.com. But again, you've got the money right there. Let the Richard Toccato Companies help you. 704-800-4719, the Richard Toccato Companies.
Richard Toccato Companies, Equal Housing Opportunity, NMLS number 38652.
Live each weekday on your radio, anytime you want, wherever you get podcasts. This is the Ace and TJ Podcast and Radio Show.
Hey. The new edition of the Meaningful Meeting podcast that Ace does will be available at noon Eastern today on all of our platforms. Make sure you go check that out.
You know, today's why you're important. Why are you laughing, Riggins? Move on.
So, There's a lady on the TikToks who has a question. She's kind of confused about what goes on at Hooters and those types of places.
The thing that I don't get about Ojos Locos and Hooters and Twin Peaks and stuff like that is that you're bringing food to your table, right? But then you have like straight cheeks just like wafting over your food. And like, I can't get past that. I can't get past the feeling like I would get E. coli from just straight butt cheeks walking past my chicken wings. I don't think it's worth it.
Okay, that shows how much you know, girly. They have to wear these really thick tights under them shorts for that reason. Because it's a sanitary thing, because nobody would, well, I won't say nobody would want that, what you talking about, but a lot of people would. The reason that I know that is not because I've asked people who own a Hooters restaurant or things like that, because I asked when I was very young, and Ace and I were living in a bad situation in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, in a bad job. And we went to Hooters to raise our spirits one day for lunch. And I asked the Hooters waitress why they wear those tights. And she said, well, because it's a rule. And I said, yeah, okay, I know it's a rule, but why? Because they tell us to. Yeah, but what is the reason for the rule? Well, because they just want it to be the rule. And she never understood what, I couldn't get it across to her. And here I am in the communications business and failing to communicate properly. But it is for sanitary reasons.
It was a hilarious conversation to witness.
And they sell those things in the Hooters women's bathroom.
We used to have somebody that worked for us that went there all the time, right?
Yeah, she would go and get the tights out of the, because they were really good tights, and she said she'd go get, like, I don't know, was it a vending machine?
That's the way she described it.
But they don't do that at a Twin Peaks or whatever, do they?
I've never been in one.
I think, I don't think they can have really short shorts and not be wearing.
I've only sat
something.
at the bar.
I think Twin Peaks, they wear less than they do at Hooters.
I don't know.
But I don't think, for what do you call it? What's the sanitation grade or whatever they call that? I don't think that they can just have that much of the lower half exposed around the food and everything. Because of particles.
I love when
you can use
particles.
You can use the word particle in any context. People are like,
matter.
What, Rob?
You said matter, and
No, I thought you had looked it up.
No, I didn't.
Twin Peaks, pantyhose.
I had a bookmark. I didn't have to look it up.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
It's been a debate here for years.
Does great furniture look good?
Or does it feel good?
Does it fit the style of the room good?
Or does it sit good?
Well, after years of debate
and years of research,
we've decided great furniture
is good fitting
and good sitting.
Love where you live, Lake Norman, and get an Adirondack chair for just $279. In stock and ready to rock only at Sweet Dreams Furniture and Mattress.
Available when you want it, how you want it. This is the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show.
You're seeing more and more stories about how they sing the praises of these non-traditional relationships and all. Like, this is the coolest thing. You gotta do this. We're way better off for the way we do things as mates than other people. And one of the big things is, you got your dinks. That's all over the place. And then the people who don't have kids and don't plan on having kids. DINK is an acronym. And it stands for dual income, no kids. Oh. And they brag about it. We're a dink couple. We're dinks. We don't have to do that. So the other one that everybody's always talking about is a throuple, which is basically three's company, one guy and two women. Now they can't legally get married in U.S. America, so they're calling themselves thruples as they're all, boyfriend, girlfriend, all of that stuff. So there was a story today about it, and it's the same old, it's exciting. And yeah, it gets, sometimes it gets a little, we get a little bit of conflict and, all the same stuff. But I know this story, or I'm pretty sure, in my opinion, that this story is not real, and that the whole thing has just been made up by this group of friends or whatever, and they're just trying to go viral or whatnot. Here's a picture of them.
Whoa.
Okay. Now the reason that I think it's fake is because they're not all hideous looking.
Yeah, they're attractive. All three are attractive. You're saying
because
there are
good and well there are no thruples who are good looking people.
Yeah.
True.
You don't see it much.
This is the first, even in these stories where they're bragging about it and all that stuff, I've never seen the three people all be nice looking.
I was just thinking there's one couple on that, what is it, Extra Wives show on TLC, whatever it's called. I don't remember. But anyway, there's one couple that you go, okay, they're an attractive couple.
Seeking Sister Wife.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I would believe that that's not real.
Yeah.
It's just like if somebody told me, oh yeah, I'm dating this really hot girl, but she's a nudist. Yeah. So she likes to go to nudist camps and things like that. No. Which is it? Is she a nudist or is she hot? Because the two cannot exist together. No. I mean, you might as well see a white rhino somewhere.
I'm gonna post that on my Twitter and see what happens. No nudists are hot. Prove me wrong.
Well, I mean, you could put out there, and TJ believes there are no attractive thruples where all three of the people are attractive.
Yeah.
Thoughts, prove them wrong,
yeah.
Whatever. And then it would be kind of like when you said there are no hot Tinas way years ago, Ace, and they would start saying, I'm Tina, what do you think? The only difference is that I'm probably not, face to face or on a direct message going to tell them, no, y'all aren't hot.
Yeah, Ace one.
Yeah,
well,
Ace
she
did.
showed up.
Ace did, yeah.
I had to because it was.
Yeah, but I mean, the whole Jim Carrey dry heaving move that you did. I mean, that wasn't good.
That's true at all. Riggins is now trending. Coming up next.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
Meal delivery services are a big thing right now, but Table & Twine is your local meal delivery service. The meals are fresh, not frozen like national chains. Plus, their meals start at just $7.99 a serving. Take back that time in your day, leave the shopping, preparation, and cooking to Table & Twine. Get details at tableandtwine.com. That's tableandtwine.com.
When it comes to losing weight,
if it's trending, it's here now. This is Now Trending with Riggins on the Ace and TJ Show.
Happy National Pickleball Day to all those who participate. Fastest growing sport in America, I think.
Yeah. If not, then I don't know what would be.
I mean, what's bigger than pickleball?
Nothing.
What's growing faster? Nothing.
Mm-hmm. I've still yet to play pickleball. Maybe, I need to do that.
Maybe chicken bingo.
Chicken bingo.
Yeah, that's where you chicken walks around on a big board on the floor, and wherever it poops, that's the number that they call out.
Is that real?
Yeah,
that's real.
Where?
Sounds like that would take
I mean, do I
forever.
have to guess?
When we lived in Alabama, people would call and say that they'd been to it before, or they'd done it.
And the bird just poops, and then they call out, oh my
Or
God.
either, no, maybe it wasn't bingo, maybe it was roulette kind of
Oh, you
deal.
just pick the one he's going to go to?
Yeah.
I need to see this for myself. I need to Google this immediately. It's also National Whataburger Day. So, hey, listen, something for everybody. And I've been updating you on this story all week. NASA made another statement yesterday. We have 2 American astronauts stuck on the International Space Station. Elon Musk's SpaceX rocket is set to go up in September to potentially be a rescue vehicle for these 2 astronauts that thought they were going to be spending a week in space. It's now been over 2 months, almost 3 months. Now NASA said yesterday that Elon Musk's rocket would bring them back in February of 2025.
What?
That's the earliest planned return if this Boeing Starliner, how they got up there, isn't able to bring them back to Earth, which doesn't sound like it's going to be able to. So, supposed to be up there for a week in June. Now they're talking about, maybe February 2025 at the earliest.
Don't they have parachutes?
Just
But a week turns into 7 months.
and they said, and the astronauts are totally fine with it, and the other people on the ISS are just happy to have the free labor. And I thought, they're not paying them. They're not paying them for that. And I don't know. They're on a shoestring budget over there at NASA, so it wouldn't surprise me.
Like the ones that are up there, they weren't going to have this help, but now they have these extra people. So it's like, oh, this is cool.
I'm not working for nothing.
I wouldn't either if I'm not getting paid for it.
I'm taking space naps, baby.
They're getting paid. Because they're astronauts. They get paid for being an astronaut.
Not getting paid enough.
I don't know if they're supposed to be getting paid more because they're in space.
Can they get TV up there?
I don't think so.
Oh, man.
No,
Your hair looking crazy all day.
How are they getting enough supplies? Are the Russians sending up supplies?
No, they've got stockpiles and stuff like that, but it's not their stuff, you know.
Yeah,
it's like not your pillow. It's awful, just awful. So
Your pillow.
that's what I would care about. I want my pillow. Get my pillow. A big revelation in my life. I'll tell you about it next.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
Sometimes you don't even know where to start. You know that it needs to happen, but you need some help. Well, you start by going to acetj.com/weight loss and ordering Calitrin. Calitrin is scientifically proven to help you lose weight, and it is not a drug. It is not a drug. Repeat that. So here's what you do. You go to acetj.com/Calitrin, order 3 months, and then you'll get 3 months free. 4 months, 4 months free. That's how it works with Calitrin.
Don't just listen to the Ace and TJ Show. Watch it. Now available 24 hours a day on YouTube. Just search for Ace TJ TV. This is the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show.
Big accomplishment in my life this past weekend that I've been excited to tell you about. After 1 year and 3 months, I have officially beaten Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. Thank you very much. Thank you. You did it. Thank you. Thank you. This is a video game that was released in May of 2023. It's my favorite, one of my favorite games ever, right under Grand Theft Auto 5. And it is very challenging. I've not been good at video games. My brother's very good at video games. Tech D Rob, excellent at video games. I suck at video games, and I always have. I've never gotten any better, but I like playing them. But this one took me literally a year and 3 months. Now, Rob, I think, beat it in a week.
It's less than a month. It wasn't a week though.
And he wasn't playing nearly as much. I mean, I've probably put in 4 times the amount of time on this game, hundreds of hours on this game than he did. And it took me a year and 3 months to beat it.
So what happens?
I suck.
What happens when you beat the game?
Nothing.
You just complete the story. Like you get you see how it ends and all that kind of stuff.
There's
So
no
it doesn't conclude with some big like
a little video plays and it says the end, and then it sets you right back to where you were before the final boss, like with no acknowledgement. And I wanted to break this stupid Nintendo. I was so devastated. But I suck at video games. It's just part of my character, and I've always sucked at them. But I find them enjoyable. TJ doesn't play golf because he thinks he sucks at it.
No, I said I know that it takes a lot of work to get good at it, and usually if it's something that I can't do well in the beginning, I stay away from it.
Yeah. Well, I don't. Maybe I need to follow that philosophy because I'd probably have a much easier time in life. But what's something that is really difficult and you're horrible at, but you still really enjoy doing? Golf is kind of like that for me. I'm horrible at golf, but I don't mind playing. But video games is my big one. Maybe it's cooking. Maybe it's dating. Maybe you've had like 100 first dates in the last year. You suck at dating, but you really enjoy it. What is it for you? At the Ace TJ Show. I totally suck at it, but I love doing it. We'll get your answers next.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
If you want all of the heating, air, and electrical work in your house done by the very best, then you need Bradham Brothers. They've been a family business thriving for over 50 years, and that means they're doing something right. Go to Bradham Brothers.
Yep.
Available when you want it, how you want it. This is the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show.
So I mentioned a few minutes ago I beat a video game. It's called Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. A lot of fairies and dragons. And it's not the most masculine game. It's not NCAA 25, but it's taken me a year and 3 months to beat it. which is crazy.
Did you ever take any time away in that time? It seems like a long time.
Yeah.
So, like, did you take 3 months off at some point?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, it literally took me a year.
You put it down for 6 months and came back to it.
No. It's just constant frustration. I'm losing all the time. I'm getting beaten up. I'm getting slapped around. Like these fairies are just taking it to me, and it's embarrassing. It's really not good. But it's just in time for Grand Theft Auto 6 to come around next year. Thankfully, I got this knocked out. What's something you're really bad at, but you enjoy doing anyway? I think it's a healthy attitude. You know what? I might not be the best in the world, but at least I'm having fun. What is it for you? You suck at it, but you really enjoy doing it. Pamela said, learning Spanish on Duolingo. It's taken me forever, but she says, I sound like Peggy Hill from King of the Hill, but I love learning the language anyway. That's good.
Yeah.
There's some fun answers in here.
Yeah.
Wii golf?
Yeah. I think all those sports games, like you might still like this college football game. A lot of guys are not even playing the football; they're like building their characters out, and
my son is all in.
It's pretty amazing what it can do.
It's as equally like The Sims as it is playing an actual sports game. I mean, it's like customizing your character. I mean,
he's showing me videos of a guy who's going. All right, I got to go talk to the team, and then he'll go in the locker room and give a team speech, and
it's so dramatic. And I mean, you could. They're not so dissimilar, I guess is the point. Holland's got a good one, bowling. I'm the worst at it, but I like doing it. That's a perfect example because bowling also about the experience, hanging out with your friends, eating nachos, drinking beer, and maybe, getting up there a couple times and throw the ball. That's fine.
Always fun.
Yeah. You can have a good time.
Always fun. Even if you're having a terrible day bowling, you're having a great day.
Exactly. Sarah said rollerblading. I don't know about that one.
Yeah.
If you suck at that, then it's dangerous.
Yeah, I broke my elbow doing
It'd
that.
be like saying, I suck at piloting.
I think the best answer is Amber said fishing. That's a good one because again, kind of like bowling, it's more about, or as equally as about the time outside, enjoying nature, getting a little quiet time. You don't have to catch a lot of fish to have a great day.
Yeah. Hey, a bad day fishing beats a good day in the city.
There you go. Words to live by. More next.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
Richard Toccato, the Richard Toccato Companies is here, and he's all about options. That's what you're always saying. I got options. What are the options?
The options are to get the equity out of your house at the most cost-effective way that's going to save you the most amount of money, paying off credit cards, home improvement, whatever you want to do.
And that's one of the reasons you would use the Richard Toccato Companies instead of a bank, because they give you so many options. And it all starts with one free 5-minute phone call, 704-800-4719, or online at homewithrichard.com.
Richard Toccato Companies, Equal Housing Opportunity, NMLS number 38652.
Don't just listen to the Ace and TJ Show. Watch it. Now available 24 hours a day on YouTube. Just search for Ace TJ TV. This is the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show.
So I got two really exciting things to share with you. The first, we have a new listener hotline. So if you want to give us a call, leave us a message. We will play it on the air. If it's great, just give us a call, 833-ATJ-1047. So leave us a message. Be funny, and we'll play it on the radio maybe. So that's really exciting. New listener hotline. You can give us a call, 833-ATJ-1047. The second really exciting thing, have you ever seen those videos on social media where influencers go to like a fancy Italian restaurant and then they're served pasta in one of those huge wheels of cheese?
Yeah. Yes.
And they do it table side and they come over there with the blowtorch and they put the fettuccine in there and then they, light it on fire. And it's like it's like table side guacamole, but for Italians.
Right.
I find it a little annoying. You can't tell me that. I mean, it looks good, but I don't want the whole show when I'm just trying to like dive into some fettuccine Alfredo.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just bring it to me. Give it to me.
It's Italian hibachi.
That's a great way. It's a great way to describe it. So you got to be kind of like a little bit of a snob if you go to these fancy places, but this might be something more just for Ace because he's now kind of a foodie, but his roots are still in, not fine dining cuisine and stuff like that. So this is the perfect combination of both worlds. Introducing the Wheel Vita. This is a cheese wheel made of Velveeta cheese.
All right. All right.
You can get this. This is a real thing.
Is that mac and cheese in the middle of that big thing?
They put like the regular shells inside this huge wheel of Velveeta, and you can impress your friends and family. It's kind of like a bread bowl. It's kind of like
same philosophy.
Except
It's a Red Bull.
If you're going to
Kind of.
eat that bowl when you're finished with what's in the middle of it, then you need to go to both kinds of hospitals. The one for physical problems and mental.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna have a physical problem if you eat that much cheese.
If you're in traffic and you look over and you see somebody just taking a big bite out of a block of Velveeta, you're like, that person is on another level. What are you doing? So this might be interesting to you. It's called the Wheel Vita. You can go check it out at Velveeta's official website. So have a great weekend.
I wonder how much
Great
that is.
week. Probably too much.
You can order it.
Yes.
The Wheel Vita.
It looks like it's at 2 locations of a sports bar.
Nice.
Yeah. Delicioso.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
Hey, radio family, we've got a new way to win. Ace TJ Prime Rewards. Win great stuff like gift cards, Ace and TJ merch, concert tickets, and exclusive money can't buy experiences. Win it all with Ace TJ Prime Rewards. It's so easy. Download the Ace and TJ family app in your app store or at acetj.com/app and start winning with Ace TJ Prime Rewards. New winners every week. Fun and free. Get the app and play Ace TJ Prime Rewards. We always knew you were a winner. Now it's your chance to prove it. Get the app today.